Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the new viewers as well. I know I got a couple, so thank you for that. I'm going to talk about the Wales game versus Belgium today. I know some of you are thinking we're doing the Liverpool one. That's coming out this week, so don't worry about that. That'll be back on here. I'm trying to have that uploaded by Friday for you lot, but I'll let you know when on here or in other places. First thing I'm going to talk about is the result. A 4-2 loss is devastating because we obviously want to win all the games we can. I personally think Bellamy has a massive part to play in it. Choosing to play England before a very crucial game, qualifying game, is a big thing. Why? It's stupid in my opinion. If we look at the England game, we saw a lot of issues with our whole team. We can't just solely put that down to one player. There were a lot of issues. However, England are favourites, sadly, to win the World Cup, and we're very close, obviously, with the Euros with Southgate. Still got some issues with that, but that's for another video. So yeah. First thing I'm going to talk about is we've been very lucky because Kazakhstan and North Macedonia drew last night 1-1. Really good for us because North Macedonia didn't win, which means our group stage is not over yet. Really good thing, I think, because it makes our group even more exciting. And obviously we got Kazakhstan next. Obviously there's a couple of people we're going to be missing from that game, which is kind of sad, including our manager, Craig Bellamy, who's had an amazing start, drawing, and even winning some really good games. I think we were very lucky against England, only to have a 3-0 loss, because that could have been so much worse, and I think that was an amazing game for us personally. I know some of you looking at it a bit like me and going, why do we play that game? I still think it was good learning experience to go against a good opposition like that and see what weak areas we have, which is quite good. Bellamy suspended for having 2 yellow cards. That's going to be a big blow for us, I think, because you always want your manager on the sidelines, whether you like that or not, that's up to you. But yeah, that's a big blow. I think we'll be okay against Kazakhstan personally, but again, it's Wales. Who knows what's going to happen with Wales? Some days we're on top form, some days we sink quite badly. I think a lot of you know that already, but you know, that's just the way football is and the way our team's set up and the position our grassroots are in, which is, as I think a lot of you know, already in a terrible place. And when you're having clubs with broken toilets and other things, it spells for disaster. Well, over clubs like Scotland and England power on ahead, we're obviously getting left behind at the moment, and I'm slightly annoyed with that, really. We should be way better than what we are, and that isn't coming across in our teams. I think obviously we can make the point Brian Johnson's probably one of our better players. Davis obviously is getting close to that retirement. And something annoyed me during that game last night. Ben Davis obviously went off injured, as a lot of you I think will know. Big blow for us. But the thing that annoyed me was he gave the armband to Ampadu. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Ampadu's a good player. Is he a captain? I don't think so, personally. I know Brandon only just came on, but I would have given that to someone else, in my opinion. Give it to Darlow, whoever. But I think Ampadu has a massive thing in the game, and he did give away that very controversial penalty. Now, that penalty, I think a lot of us will debate and say, is it a penalty? I personally have seen them given before against my beloved Reds, Man United, And I've got to say, I think it's very controversial. I wouldn't have given it if I'm the ref, but I'm not experienced like the refs. But that's very interesting to see that being given. I think that goal really changed the tempo of the game for us. We really, we were lucky to score in the opening minutes with Roden. I thought he had a great game defensively. But a person who didn't have a good game, I'm sorry to say, on his 100 cap was Ben Davis. Went off injured. That's a massive blow if we don't have him for that Kazakhstan game. Massive, massive, massive blow for him. But I felt like on the second goal, he didn't do well either. He didn't close down his man, let the cross came in, and then obviously Belgium scored. That really wasn't good. We had 4 men as well on Doku, and we gave away a goal. I can't even make it up. I thought another stupid action again was Wilson getting a yellow 13 minutes into the game. We still got so much time left, and you're already on a yellow. That, I think we speak to anyone in the leagues or anything, but you can't do that. You can't. Really, in the second half, something else that annoyed me quite badly was the amount of times Belgium went down for head injuries. Something obviously, it's very important, especially in the modern game. But there weren't that many head injuries. Like, we were spending at least 10, 15 seconds per one. We had about 4 of them. If that's going to happen, send them to the side once they're done. Even if they don't need treatment. Because it was a disadvantage because they knew they could get away with it. A very interesting topic, I think, for a lot of us was the rat that was on the pitch at Cardiff City Stadium. Wow, don't expect that ever at a game. But I did find it funny that Real Madrid's keeper, Courtois, chasing the rat, which was quite fun. Which is obviously not great publicity for Cardiff, sadly. But it was very fun to watch as a fan, but obviously a bit of a delay with that as well. So yeah, that's Cardiff versus Belgium in review. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget guys, like and subscribe.